everything about you.
What is happening, all my favoritely awesome fishing friends? We are again out at my local lake. Gonna see if we can get any of the muskellunge to follow. Yeah, I'm on this muskie hunt. This is hunt number 2. Here about a week ago. Gonna see if we can get anything to follow. Had a follow last week on the Medusa. Got some bucktails and stuff. We're gonna throw some stuff around. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, so if y'all have any suggestions, leave them below. Let's see what we can find. See if we can get any muskie to bite the baits.
Everything about you.
All right, come on, beefy clip. Luckily, I got this from last week out here. Had to get in the water, but I did save it. I still have 2 Medusas, and I just barely bent that hook. Need to bend that back. There you go, bud. Good as new. That one over there, and this is the one that we were going to throw on. This is the old sucker pattern. Pretty cool looking little deal here. A little bit more natural looking, a little bit more translucent, so hoping that maybe that will draw a bite. There we go. Those snaps are beefy, baby. All right, let's get to it and get a fish on that first cast. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe that's still not good in muskie world, but I would take one first cast. See what this one looks like in the water. Oh yeah, these things look sweet in the water. Okay, well, did a little reading last time, and apparently you're supposed to pull it and then kind of let it sit. So pull it, let it sit. I can see it. Luckily it's pretty clear water, so I'm gonna try to control it with my reel. That way I can watch it and make sure I'm not getting too deep, because if I get too deep I'm gonna lose it in these rocks. So I'm going to try to just be reeling it slow, moderately steady pace, and then just give it a couple quick reels, and then pause, quick reel, pause. Kind of flutter, that'll give them a chance to eat it. But I don't know, heck, I don't know, I'm just a muskie noob. Yes, it is hunting season, so you are going to hear a lot of gunshots here in good old Iowa. They are after the deer, using the shotguns and what have you. For whatever reason, we have this one that keeps getting stuck here. Come on, get with the program here, tail. Real subtle when it hits the water. What was that? Darn. Well, that's going to be my first lost muskie lure. Fudge. Fudge, fudge, fudgety fudge. Oh, did I get it? Did I pull it free? Yes! Yes, pulled it free. Thought that was going to be my first lost lure. Oh, freaking awesome. Just stuck on some plant matter. Dang, those are some tough weeds. Cool. Glad I didn't lose it. So the problem is, I can't really cast over here. Have to stay pretty shallow when I do go over here. I don't know what's up with this one leg. This one leg keeps going all wonky. Oh me. Oh me. We got a good overcast day, so I'm hoping the air temperature was 47 degrees today. Bunch of cloud cover. Don't expect them to be crazy active, but Hopefully some of this cloud cover will get them up and roaming. Looking for some food. All right, moving spots here, but I figured I'd tell you a story while I'm moving spots. What really got me into muskie fishing? Oh, I don't know, it was about 4 years ago. I was out here, this exact same lake, one early morning doing some bass fishing, throwing up in the shallows early morning, you know, trying to do some frogging, throw sparse vegetation. The lake was way down, probably, I don't know, 12 foot, whatever they drained it. Throwing up in the shallows and some of this new stuff they put around. Couldn't buy a bite. It was a tough morning. Couldn't get anything to bite. So I switched over to a swim jig. Pretty clear water here, so I thought, okay, swim jig near the vegetation, maybe I'll get something. Finally hooked up with something after, I don't know, a couple hour grind. Bringing it in, I saw it splash up the top. I'm like, yes, looked like a good fish, maybe, I don't know, 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. I'm like, okay, decent start. All of a sudden it got super heavy. I'm like, what the heck? Took a little bit of drag. I'm like, what in the heck? Couldn't believe it. The muskie had come up, T-boned the fish and had it sideways in its mouth. It was coming along like this. I reeled it in. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What if I get this thing to land? Get it up about 6 foot from me. Thing thrashes, snaps my line, and just goes off. With my fish and my swim jig in its mouth, hanging out halfway. So I'm assuming he ate it. Hopefully that fish was okay. Maybe he's a 40-some incher out here. I don't know, but it was crazy. And that's when I got my first touch of muskie fever. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to catch one of these things. This thing's head was huge. This was like a 1.5, 2 pound fish. I'm talking like a 15, 16 inch fish in its mouth, sideways, clomped on, just nonchalantly taking off saying, yeah, I'm gonna go eat some breakfast. That's where I caught my first bug, but I want to catch an actual fish on my gear. I know it's not musky gear, but hey, let's get to it, move spots, see if we can find something. All right, threw this around over here, new spot. I've not had any sort of followers or anything that I can see, so I'm gonna try switching off to the old Medusa again. Clear water over here by some vegetation. See if we get anything to gnaw on it. Let's go with this this clear color sucker pattern, translucent with a little black back. Hopefully this old leader will hold it. My goodness, I don't know if 130 pounds is enough. But we'll see here, we'll see. All right, ouch, those hooks are sharp. That's good, that's good. You want sharp hooks, Debo. All right, little Medusa action over here by the vegetation. I can kind of slow roll this over here a little bit better. I don't have those big tree or rock drop-offs, rocks to worry about. So I'm hoping there's something coming up here. I know there's a big drop-off out there. At least I can figure eight it here in case something comes after it. I was here about a month ago just to check it out, and there was a bunch of fish snapping and popping and slapping off the edges of this stuff. No clue what it was, but just jackhammer it. This is exactly what it looked like that time that I was fishing from the bank. That story I was telling, it was just a whole bunch of stuff like this, and I was just swimming the swim jig through all this, you know, trying to work a frog, nothing. Got it clear back over there when I cast. That fish hit it. I'm like, yeah, bringing it through. And I got it probably, I don't know, 25, 30 feet out in front of me. That muskie just smoked it, just sidelined it. Had that fish in its mouth. Wow, I couldn't believe it. When I was dragging that thing up, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do if I get this thing on land? See if we can find anything hiding off this. I don't know how deep it is over here, but we're gonna try it. Maybe, oh, something just boiled out there. Maybe that was a big ol' muskellunge. Wanting some food. All right, well, it has been a darn tough grind. Nothing. I'm into hour 3 today. So I'm about 7 hours in on the muskie hunt. No muskellunge yet. Nothing, not even a sighting this time. Nice good cloud cover. I was hoping maybe we would have some luck, but I'm pretty limited by what I can hit out here from the bank. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boats out here I can see. I've not seen anybody catch anything, but there's people up around bends and stuff, so I don't know. They might be catching stuff. I don't know. But I'm thinking I'm coming to the end of the day. Rain's starting to spritz here and there.